Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, I always wear hats on the Raw Lens. Well, today, that's all going to be fixed. Thanks to Mr. Arthur Rubinoff, behind the scenes, fixing my hair to make me look good.
What's up, everyone, and we are back with another episode of The Raw Lens with your host Lionheart. And what a way to end the season 1 finale with a special and well-known entrepreneur, Mr. Arthur Rubinoff, a world-class 4th generation master barber who has served many popular celebrities such as Tupac, Bruce Willis, 50 Cent, and much more. He was also featured on GQ, New York 1, Fox 5, ABC, Pix 11, New York Times, practically every single news station there is. He is also well known for his passion for collecting hundreds of antique items in his globally known barbershop museum. He is here tonight to give us his insight on what we don't see behind the scenes of a master barber with such a high level of accomplishments. Mr. Arthur Rubinoff, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me here, Leo. I just want to correct on a Tupac. I never gave him a cut or a shave. I sold him jewelry on 47th Street.
Oh, that's right, because you also used to have jewelry shops as well, right?
Few of the barbershops I used to have like small department of a jewelry boutique store, like battery exchanges, fixing jewelry.
When did your passion for barbering begin?
Basically more when I lost my father, I guess.
When did you lose your father?
2003.
2003. And because of that, it inspired you to take over his legacy, correct?
Basically, yeah.
So being a 4th generation barber, it inspired you to not only have multiple barbershops throughout Manhattan and many businesses, but also be, correct me if I'm wrong, the 2nd person in the world to open a barber museum. Third,
and we are officially government granted by Board of Education. The Museum Association is already recognized us a while back already, and my mission was to give back to the barbers those secrets that are being lost, and that's what my father did not do, because he passed away in a very young age. And his passion for the history, the passion for the antique pieces became very sentimental when he passed away. And there is more to it, and for some reason, for a couple of days, movie Troy pops up. So by losing my father, and at the same time I tried to watch those movies that motivated me, where people were in suffering mode. And I don't know if you saw that movie. Did you see the movie Troy?
Of course. It's a very legendary movie, yes.
Do you remember when Achilles had a choice either to go to war or to stay, when he went to the river?
Yes.
And started asking his mom what should he do? Do you remember what mom said? You have 2 ways. It's either you're gonna stay, you're gonna get married, a family that's gonna love you, but within 100-200 years, when you die, people will forget you.
Yes.
But if you go to war, you're gonna win the war, and you're gonna be remembered for centuries, and we still have him as a history. So by giving respect and that motivation that my father had for the craft, I said to myself, I want to be in history.
And here you are. Such a powerful legacy is left by this person. You know, you made so many of accomplishments.
Well, it's thanks to a lot of things. I always say it's the time, it's the moment, it's the process.
Being a 4th generation master barber, what is the most valuable lesson passed down to you?
Keep up the tradition. We have to remember the history, because without the past we're not going to have the future. So we should have respect for the craft, especially for the barbering craft, and within time, and I've done that by having in a barbershop 3-4 different businesses, because barbershop is a social club.
That is true.
People used to come and gather, used to come in and enjoy. But when you have nail technician, a jewelry shop, a shoe repair, and there are a few shops still in the city that have multiple, and I'm not saying it's wrong or it's right, you do what you gotta do, but it's not professional. If we're talking about craft and we're talking about a profession, it has to be professional.
Is it true that barbers were also surgeons?
Yes. Medical procedures, people don't know and not realizing until late 1940s. And the definition, a lot of people And you've been in two of my museums, people don't know the definition of a barber pole.
I think I have an idea of the definition of a barber pole. I think it's because it's two colors, like it attracts customers, right?
A lot of people don't pay attention. It's actually two colored. We have red and white,
And also
then
blue.
And blue.
Red, white, and blue. So three colored.
Red and white was until 13th century.
Wow.
The Britain colony, they tried to divide barbers and surgeons by adding a blue color. Blue represents the vein, white represents the towel and the bandages.
That makes a lot of sense now.
Our first president, George Washington, died in the hands of a barber.
So speaking of the museum, do you know what was the first antique item you ever had or passed down, given to you?
It's my dad. I have manual clippers, supercuts. I have few pieces in the shop. Razors, the Gillette razors. But the big artifacts I started buying when I lost them. And again, I kept it as a secret. Nobody knew about this idea, except Roman.
What is the most expensive item in your museum?
The chair that we have, one of 1898 on the window, the red.
The red one that's on display.
The velvet, yeah. It's a prototype, 1898.
1898. And that's the oldest.
It's not the oldest artifact in the store. We have much olderly. There's a metal chair that we still cannot find out. I think it's like from even 17th century.
How did you acquire these artifacts? From where? Was it passed down? Did you find it? Or
A lot of people know Roman. He reupholstered the chairs, and then he fixes. He learned how to fix the hydraulics. Not a lot of people know how to do it. That chairs, the hydraulic chairs, they close to 350 pounds to 400 pounds. It's all ceramic, and it's like a clock.
how much do you think that chair is worth? If it was to be sold to auction, how much do you think it would be worth?
No, close to 17 and a half, 18 grand.
That's it? I thought it would be much more.
You know, when they appraise it for much more. But if you want to get that, you're never gonna get that. It's been appraised for 42,000, but you're never gonna get 42,000 because people, in the end of the day, don't want to make money.
That's true. So you rather keep it than to make the money because it
Of course.
has a lot of sentimental value. That makes sense. Knowing that you served a lot of celebrities, you served some of the biggest names. Who was the most memorable and why?
I would say Michael Imperioli, the soprano. Again, we had repeats. Bruce Willis was a repeat. Tony Danza still comes when he's in New York. Matt Dillon. It's just something to remember that the celebrities, they're not all humbled. Michael Imperioli, the way he still treats us, the way he gives business, the way when the holiday comes around, he just like throws an amount, which I don't want to call it, not for certain barber that he uses, but for everybody. So we have those clients, even not celebrities. The second one I would say is Treat William. He's a co-star, but when you see him, Pink Cadillac, he was very famous from that movie, Pink Cadillac. Then he did few movies with Sandra Bullock. He was in Miss Congeniality, the cop,
wow.
the tall cop.
Yeah.
That's Treat William.
Oh, okay, I got it now, yeah.
Very humble, very family oriented, very respectful. Bruce Willis, he was a character, memorable as a, you know, there's a stages, there's different categories.
There's different stages.
If what we're talking about, memorable was Bruce Willis as well. He was a character.
You know, it just sucks what he's going through now. He's unable to speak. I feel so sorry for his family.
He's a legend. He's a megastar.
He will always be remembered as a legend for sure. He's a megastar. Yeah, of course. What's the craziest request a celebrity has ever made for a haircut?
It was actually the shooting for the music video at the museum at the 290. The Mayhem Lauren, we just had so much weed over there. We had a couple of days to just air everything out.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know, people pay and we don't say no. Actually, the museum, we had the shooting Jojo the Rabbit.
Jojo the Rabbit.
It was Academy Award winner movie. The scene was shot at the old location, the 290 Columbus.
290 Columbus is where it all started.
It was a comedy about World War II, but it was a comedy on Hitler, about Hitler, and the scene that you gotta see the scene, and you can, I'm sure you can find the scene.
Of course, yeah. Who's the one A-lister you haven't cut yet and would love to? Like a person that you would love to serve?
Well, we always invite some people, and some people when they come in they want to keep it anonymous. Like that's what sometimes, you know, hurts me. I cannot post nothing. I would love to do Oscar de la Hoya. You know, he's still my icon because I grew up with him. As far as his career and my career, you know, I would love Keanu Reeves to come in.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves, because I've been following him and been watching him, his life story. This is somebody that I inspire and I look up to.
He's a very humble human being, a very good human being.
He's beyond human.
He's like an angel pretty much. He's very respectful. He's a very nice guy.
I have some clients that know him and speak about him. The things he do in life.
I mean, you could look at his history. He's lost a lot of people in his life, which caused him, you know, to make his personality to be very humble.
But again, the things that he do for others and not advertising it, not talking about it.
Yeah, like he doesn't need that. Like he's actually a real human being, and not everything needs to be advertised. Absolutely right. Being at the Barber Museum, which I've visited plenty of times, I always see that you have Marilyn Monroe on your walls. Is she your inspiration? What's the story behind Marilyn Monroe for you?
Again, I love her because it's been passed to me from my father. And one time he woke up, he started screaming my mom's name. He goes like, I had a dream. I had sex with Marilyn Monroe. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, he loved her.
Wow.
And you know what he used to say? Like, he always said that I want to die old. I know we all afraid of that death and all of that, but I've seen people that they suffer. The most beautiful thing is to get to the age and then be healthy, like, and you die in a sleep. You don't bother nobody, and you good. She died very young.
She died in her 50s, right?
30s, no, 36, 37.
Oh,
but
36.
She didn't die naturally, they say. Somebody poisoned her.
Wow.
We don't know. We're not there. But my father passed away at 56, so he always said that she passed away young and people did not see her getting old. Like actors, if you see, the other day I was watching on Facebook, Van Damme, Sylvester Stallone, they started from 1960s and all the way to this day, and like it's like heartbreaking, like what the hell, and we all going through this.
I mean, it's time is inevitable. Eventually people will get old. So since you were featured on many major news stations, how did that level of attention impact your career?
Well, some people say that I became a stuck-up. Not really, because I have stage, you know, you all know I did time, and like you just said today, you're not an angel. We did plenty of mistakes. It wasn't meant to be like, here I'm a celebrity. I made the promise to myself, and I just told you this in the beginning about the movie Troy. Honestly, my relationship with my ex died out because of the museum. The fame took away a lot. It took away my family. So let's put it this way. But can you imagine, you have to decide, it's either family or career. It might be stupid to sound that I chose the career. A lot of people don't know. I got married when I was 19 years old. Before 19, my parents were telling me what to do. In our community, in our society, you know how it is. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. And became a father at 20. I was a child myself, you understand, and I want to explore, and nothing wrong with that. So after I became married, there's somebody all the time, and plus we were living with our parents. You can do this, you cannot do this, you can. So within time, certain things, you get tired of it. So for me, again, I wanted to be in history, and I'm not here to explain and to prove something that, oh, this is me and this is for me. I'm enjoying myself and I'm proving this to myself. Now I have a chapter 2 in my life, which I love. The new beginnings gives us the opportunity
to fix.
It's not about also fixing. I feel more calmer and more happier now because I have a vision where I'm getting.
You have a second chance in life.
Besides the museum, besides all of this my number one priority. And this, we're gonna rebrand it.
You're rebranding Reamir?
Yes.
After how many years of
From 2007.
So what are you rebranding it to?
Personal name, Arthur Rubinoff. I'm sure I brought you the...
Yeah, the bags are there. Reamir is no more. This is now Arthur Rubinoff.
Well, the final patch, what we have, we're selling it, but we're transferring everything.
So this is limited production. So get it while it lasts. This is the new branding, Arthur Rubinoff. This is a very good name because this will continue your legacy and people will know who you are.
Well, you I don't know, if you know the story behind Remir.
Please explain.
My father had the idea to build the shops and then to give an offer to the barbers to sell them to the barbers. We always had Arthur's hairstyling or Arthur's barbershop. I didn't like that. I didn't like when customers used to come in. Still now, people that I work with, they know. I don't like to announce that I'm the owner. I like to keep it on the low. The name came in 1999 when I took first letters from each name. Ruben, Esther, Abraham, Arthur Rubinoff is my AKA.
Yeah.
You asked me why am I having a tiger? Well, I was born in 1974, which is a white tiger.
Makes sense.
Yeah, people were telling me like, why are you like claiming it? I'm like, that's 1974. I'm allowed.
So
Ruben, Esther, Abraham, Marina, Itzhak, and Raphael.
Oh, so it was like a family thing.
Riamir.
So
in Old Greek, it means, the name means, we all know Mir is peace, Riam is newborn.
Newborn peace. Wow.
Newborn of a piece.
And it says since 1947. Was that
That's my grandfather's barbershop, his first barbershop. When my father was born, he opened the shop. It was like a good luck year.
So that's when it first started, 1947.
Basically, yeah. And then my father opened up a barbershop on my year in 1974. So it's like history repeated itself. People still doubting, people still think that I'm not gonna make it. 18 years it took Red Bull to get where they are.
Ignore the naysayers because eventually, you know, the haters are your biggest support. The more haters you have, the better you'll be. You cannot progress in life without haters. It's just part
Hate
of life.
comes with love, right?
Exactly. It's, you know why? Because people are envious. Because people are not taking action. All they do is talk. So when you take that first step, you will know what it's like, and then you'll get haters yourself, and then you'll be more successful. All it takes is that baby step. Do you think the barber industry is oversaturated now with too many new barbers doing different types of modern trends and stuff like that? What do you think? What's your intake on that?
You distracted me so much that usually you know what I do. First we light up this. Something hypnotizing here. I was hypnotized. I want to light this up. Yeah, Leo, this is, since I'll be the last one in season 1, you were asking me about collecting and old stuff.
Oh wow, what is this?
And you are Leo.
Wow.
You have to check this. It's either copper or bronze. I don't know. People know. It has a green effect.
This
is yours.
What is this is so heavy too.
It is.
So you think it's bronze?
It's either copper or bronze.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is such an amazing gift. Amazing.
Enjoy it.
I'll put this with
big office is coming your way. You're gonna put it on your table, like
100%.
Tony Montana.
100%. This is gonna be literally lit in the box. Wow. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Okay, so back to my question. So do you think the barber industry is oversaturated now with too many barbers?
They all over now, every block. But you know, I've seen it. It's like stages. Every 12 years we go to, and then they're gonna filter out. I've seen it already. They pop up, they open up. The strongest one will stay, the weak ones will shut down and go. It's, you know, people think it's easy to open up a business.
To maintain it is hard.
To maintain it, to keep up and to build it, that's the hardest part. Everybody can open up, but to build it, that's the hardest part.
You've had like around what, 11 barbershops, I believe?
At once I had, before I did time, 11 shops. When I went away was 6 or 5. Yeah, I left with 5. It wasn't easy.
So now how many barbershops you have in the city?
3.
3 barbershops. That includes 1 museum, 1 boutique, and
2 boutiques.
2 boutiques, right. What do you think about these new modern techniques barbers use, like with, let's say, fire and like stuff like that, and like they use axes, just ridiculous ways of cutting hair?
When Turkish barbers do the ear with the light burning,
yeah,
a light, this is something different. But when you do the hair, it smells bad. As far as all other services, and I would want to talk about this on your show, so our guys would be aware of it, is not to do the nose wax, the deep nose wax.
It's bad for you.
This is so freaking crazy. Those barbers from our community, guys, To make that freaking extra $20, you harming somebody. I've seen, and I'm by the hospital right now. Already few came in with an infection. And we forgetting one thing, the hair knows it's our filter.
Yeah, it's a little filter.
It blocks. I know it's not nice when you have the nose on the bottom, so you cut it on the bottom, but don't do the deep.
It's a filter, yeah.
Wax.
Do you think old school barbers are better than new school barbers?
I don't want to say better or worse. It's just the technique is different, and that's what I'm trying to bring back. That's where I'm aiming right now. I already proved the point of opening up shops, been successful, was different. We were one of the first ones that started using the individual blades on the neck.
And the combs, individuals.
In 90s, they used to use up to 8-10 customers. They used to dip it in barbicide and reuse it.
Wow.
The hot towel neck massages and all the individual comb, Leo. You cannot take that away. It's just something that I have. It's a gift that I get ideas from above, which I'm grateful.
Do you still have that trend of where you give like gold?
Of course.
Gold.
Have 3 packages, yes.
Yeah? It's the special customers that buy the packages?
I have plenty of them, especially from YouTube videos right now. They just get the diamond package. It's a $90 package, but listen, you feel like a king. You come in, you enjoy. This is rewarding time to yourself. You have low price, medium, and high. How you want to treat yourself today, it's up to you.
That's the right way to do it.
I have 40, 65, and a 90 if you want to hear the prices.
40, 65, and 90. For everybody that wants to get a haircut at the Barber Museum, those are the prices.
I always thought that you have to be in a busy location where you have big foot traffic. Nowadays, you don't need that. You can be on the 6th floor. If you have the name, if you have the reputation, people follow. People come to me from Brooklyn right now, New Jersey, Long Island. You did the videos, you've seen my work, the technique that I use, the freestyle technique over comb.
Yeah.
Thank God, people are learning, people are doing it, and I'm happy. And I always say, don't be afraid of competition. That's one of the advice I want to give today to the entrepreneurs is competition creates business. In the end of the day, customer will decide who's better for him. And we all the best. You, me, we're all unique in a way.
100%. We are all unique. None of us are the same. People think, oh, we're all the same. No, every single person in this planet is all unique in their own way.
With the gift. We all have gifts.
So what's one barbering trend that you absolutely hate?
Those uneven cuts that they do, not blending, the one line is higher, and to me, I don't like that. It's your signature, in other words. Your head is your signature.
So you basically saying barbers that just do the haircut just to get paid but don't really care about the customer's appearance?
Even your haircut right now. It's slicked back, it's nice. It's modern, but it's organized. I don't like the not organized haircuts. It can be, how do you say, messy, because sometimes we don't want to do nothing to it. But even messy, it's still organized, if it makes sense.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the truth or shot round. Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
Let's do this. Have you ever charged someone extra just because they were famous?
Not that I recall, but I do charge tourists extra. Hell fucking yeah. As soon as I hear this somewhere from around the world, Paris or somewhere, I find out the reason that I charged $5 extra.
I think that's everywhere. Like if, for example, if you go to Chinatown or any foreign country you go to, I think they charge extra because you're a tourist. Because you're not from around the area, you don't know how much the pricing is.
Even the Midtown, when you go to those Arabs, when they sell the water and everything, they know if you're a tourist or not.
Oh yeah, they definitely.
Sometimes that bottle of water, the spring, they sell it for like $3.50 to tourists. To you, they'll give it to $1.50 to $2.
Wow.
And I tell him, my brother, I'm not tourist. I'm here. I live here.
Who's the one barber you think is all hype?
Urian Premium Barber, because he's trying to copy me, but fucking suck at it.
Ooh.
It's just like, I always say, if your student becomes better than you, it means you're the best. He learned a lot. I'm proud of him that he became who he became. But the fucking hate been going on from 2007, bro, when I got this out. When he wanted to become my partner, and I said no.
Wow.
Friends, thanks to my other friends, they talked me out. They're like, for what? The reason why, I don't know if you saw the last time video that I put, is that when you do this certain things in the community, we already know who's who and who's what. I don't post for likes. I post for what I like.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? But when you talk shit about me in my community while you drunk at the wedding, it's one thing. But when you talk shit to the customers that been my customer and been living on Upper West Side, and then you moving and you talking fucking personal shit to the customers, that's already something different. I have 3 strings. You know, some people call me like, why the fuck are you doing this? Why are you taking this publicly? Why the fuck are you talking about me publicly in back of me, making up gossips and the rumors? And when I come out and talk about truth, you fucking judging me? You saying that I'm a fucking bad person? I don't give a shit what you think about me. No, for real, Leo. It's either you're my family member or you who you are. You know me. You've been working with me since 2018. I would put my heart.
No, you have a very
It
big
is
heart.
what it is.
It is what it is.
Did I make mistakes? Yes.
We all made mistakes, man. So speaking of mistakes, what's the biggest barbering mistake you've ever made on a client?
I almost got punched in the face
By who?
by Indian. Yeah, that was something. And this is something was on Queens Boulevard and some barber. My mom still remembers this. And I just started the profession.
Uh-huh.
The haircut was $3.99, by the way.
Woo! Wow, that was way back then.
From that mistake, I learned. The guy had hair on the ears, like, you know, those on the cockroaches. How do you call those antennas?
Yeah.
Like that. So I'm cutting his hair. I'm trying to do his neck, outlining it, and I'm like a bzzzt. Soon as I did that, he like, why you did that? I go, what? You took my hair. Like, it's your hair. I cleaned it. You know what the fuck he said to me? That was my lucky hair.
Oh shit.
Bro, he got up, took the cape, ripped it, never paid. He was angry, bro. From that day, I always ask, do you want to trim your eyebrows? Do you want to trim your... I don't do the fucking nose. When people tell me nose, this is your personal shit, go buy a buzzer and do your nose inside your bathroom.
Oh my god, that was funny.
I don't do that. Ears, I ask. You know, those fuzz, they out. And when they ask me, I want to do my back. Like, go to the fucking nail salon and to the waxing shop and let them wax your neck. I have a certain point where I get, not lower than that. I have my own rules. And they never will take a t-shirt off. If you have a tank top, it's okay, you're gonna be in my chair, but not naked.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
not topless, not naked. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They out.
So he never punched you, this guy.
No.
But he almost got
But he was very aggressive. He was, yeah.
So, have you ever cut someone's hair and pretended it looked good even though you knew it didn't?
Hell fucking yeah.
Can you elaborate on that?
Sometimes it happens now. The other day, the kid, he moved, and I was doing this move, and I just cut the chunk off.
Oh,
I had
man.
to thin it out. I had to then, what you do, the trick, you know, the trick is gel it or wet it. When the hair is wet, of course, when it dries out, you're still gonna see mistake.
But when the hair is wet, it lies.
But you want to get them out of there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I gelled it. I fixed it the best way I could, but the kid moved.
Well, yeah, it wasn't your fault, essentially. Yeah.
And again, this is something, it's like a boxer. Protect yourself at all times.
Of course.
You know?
Have you ever turned away a client because of their attitude or reputation?
Yes. Plenty of times.
Elaborate.
When a customer comes in, especially, I understand if it's a first time and he doesn't know you, he has a trust issues, I understand. But second, third time, you not trusting me, you are out. I had my guys from Columbus Avenue, they know this guy. He actually walked in the other day, and Natalie goes like, it's your turn. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not taking him. I straight up I said to him, I'm not cutting your hair, with all due respect.
Wow.
And I'm allowed. You know why? Each time you cut, every move you make, he does this.
Oh my god.
Like I'm like, yo, I know what I'm doing. It's like trust issues, and there are a lot of people like that.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody do it every single time. That's just absurd. Wow.
But you know, the barbering industry, not a lot of people bring this up, is each barber brings and attracts customers by his energy and by his vibration. I'm telling you that's how it is.
Wow.
I had some barbers back in the days, I'm not gonna mention again no names. If he's fucked up in the head, he had customers all fucked up, like especially on a full moon.
You get what you attract, pretty much.
That's it, yeah.
You get what you attract. So the final question I have for you, Mr. Rubinoff, what is one piece of advice that you would give to the aspiring barbers out there? What kind of advice would you give for them to start out, or to, you know, opening a business or anything? Something knowledgeable.
Be competitive to yourself. Try not to, that's the problem. Again, we go in trying to hurt somebody. Oh, I want to open there, I want to do this, I want to take his barbers, I want to put $10 less. Be different, bring something new to the table, and again, competition brings business. Think about it, 47th Street, the whole freaking block, jewelers, and it's enough for everybody. In the end of the day, it's going to be enough for everybody. We are fucking fighting for no reason.
Yes, 100%.
In the end, I will say this. I know you believe in God. I believe in a God and a creator. He said one thing: forgive. If God forgives, we have to learn to forgive. In our society, in our lifetime, you know what's the problem? We forgot how to love with heart. You are Leon Hart. We love with our brain.
Yeah.
I want to wish everybody purity, sincerity, and
love and peace to all.
Purity. That's what I want to wish everybody.
Well said, Mr. Rubinoff. Well said. And that is a wrap for the season 1 finale of the Raw Lens, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for all the interviewers that came onto the show. Mr. Arthur Rubinoff, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for inspiring, for the motivational speech. Thank you for the knowledge of what it's like to own businesses and to be somebody that people look up to in the barbering industry.
Love you, my brother. Thank you.
Love and peace to all, everybody, and we will be back for season 2 next month. Please make sure to follow the Raw Lens on YouTube. Please make sure to like and subscribe to Arthur Rubinoff and his YouTube channel, Arthur Rubinoff, and we'll see you next time.